The BG180 convertible hand or foot press. What you're looking at here is 3 years of design and engineering that's led to this patented design that we've made. And what we're going to do is we're going to take you through a variety of features. We're going to start with the tabletop, simply as you see it here, to the stand, and finally to the kick press pedal system. So what we've made is we made a press that allows you to grow with it. Whether you're a home crafter or a full-scale manufacturer, you can take the stand or the press and you can evolve up into the full kick press pedal system. So we're going to take you now through a variety of those features. So to start, perhaps my favorite feature, and thus the name, is the 180-degree lever. So on the market today, all presses either go one way, either backwards, or they pull forwards when setting. We wanted to design one to fit your preference. So what we've done is we've created a lever bar that can come out and shift for a forward pulling press. Let me show you. So what we provide in the accessory tray is a key. Now this is a safety key. You have to use this when you're switching the lever direction. So this inserts here, just like that. You take one of your Allen keys, unscrew. Lever comes out. Now the next bit is you are going to remove this bar. Once that's out, other side, screw that in. Take the lever, insert, make sure it's flush, and tighten back down the screws. Remove the key. Now you've got a forward pulling press. Simple as that. So not only does the lever rotate 180 degrees, we've made this press to be convertible. So you can get just this hand press for your tabletop. You can get the stand all by itself, so the press is on the stand with this lever, or you can get the full-blown system, which is the press, the stand, and the pedal system, so that you've got a kick press. What also comes with the press itself is an accessory tray. With the accessory tray, you get a variety of tools, which we'll show you in a bit. But what I want to talk about is the adapters. With this press, you're going to get 3 adapters. Most presses on the market only fit one type of die spec. What we've done is we've made ours adaptable. So if you've got your own rivet dies or snap dies or grommet dies, there's a very good chance that they're going to fit one of the adapters that we made. These are the 3 most common in our market. So what we've got here is the BG standard with the threaded die that goes up. So what you can do is go to the product page for this press, and you can see the 3 specs of dies that work with this press. So the adjustable setter height. So rivets, snaps, grommets, they have ideal setting heights. You never want to underset one of those items because it may come loose, and you never want to overset because you have a chance of cracking that post and it coming apart. So there is the system on our press that allows you to dial that in perfectly. So there are 2 wrenches, and on the dies there's a bolt at the top here. And what you want is the flush part is going to sit right up into the base of the ram. So with these 2 wrenches, what you've got is one that fits up on the top nut and one that fits on the die. So once you've figured out that height, you are going to tighten this right up. And so when you've done that, you are going to be able to set with this forever, essentially, and it's never going to move on you. So you're always going to be leveling right at that perfect height. And this leads me into the next feature, which is what we call the compound effect. So we've engineered this in a similar fashion to how a compound bow is engineered. What that means is basically as the ram goes down, which is powered by the lever with your force, the last couple of inches exponentially multiplies the amount of force that's being applied in this area. So when you're setting a rivet, you're really delivering a lot of force in these last couple of inches. The same is true with the kick press. So as you press down, those last couple inches are really delivering a lot of that force. The beauty of this is you don't need a lot of power when you're setting rivets. A lot of presses on the market, you really got to slam them down to set that rivet. With this, you or your 200-year-old grandparent can set it with ease. You don't need a lot of force. You're delivering a lot of that with this compound effect. Throat depth. So this press has 5.5 inches of throat depth. Let us show you. So got a piece of leather, a couple of rivets. Actually, let me just show you this. Accessory tray. We've made a little feature in the back here so that when you're storing it or using it, you don't need them, it fits right in there. So let's take our leather. We've already dialed this in, so we want to show you how this is going to set. So 5.5 inches, that sits right in there. So if you've got big items that you need to set rivets with, now this post is a bit too long for this little 3.5 ounce piece of leather, but let us show you. So there you go. So perfect set. There you have it. Next, undercut. So we have developed, or we've basically placed on here 3.5 inches of undercut. So you can take a bag or a pocket or a pre-constructed item and rivet. Let me quickly show you. What we've done for stabilization is with every press, there's a stabilization plate here. And so what that allows is when you're pulling forward, it's not gonna jump forward on you. So let me take that off. Put that to the side. And now, as we'll get into a little bit too, we've got the mounting screws. So if you're overhanging a table, which is ideally what you'd want to be doing with this press, once you've bolted that in, you can get a bag and you can get nice and deep. 3.5 inches, I mean, you can push it even further there. The undercut is also great when you're using it with just a stand. So let's move over to that. So here we are on the tabletop. So this is the first conversion option, and I've got the lever pulling forward. Generally, that's how you'll do it if you're on the stand. So the stand comes with this wooden tabletop, metal with wood on top, 18 inches wide, 10 inches deep, and an accessory tray off the back. So a ton of space here to have your tools and supplies. The next option that we're going to move to is the kick press. So if you want to upgrade to the full-blown setup, that's going to be the pedal system. So now we've converted to the full-blown kick press pedal system. So you can see here we've installed the new lever. So one of the other features of this is it's height adjustable. So I'm a tall guy, I've got it on setting 5 right now. There's 5 settings. So if you want to use this as a seated foot press, you can do that, just bring it down, or like myself, stand up kick press. I'm going to show you the hands-free pedal system in action. So we've got a rivet. I'm going to click it together, come over, there you have it. So now I want to show you a couple of the accessories that we have. So these are additional items you can get should you need them. There's a depth plate, which I'm going to show you, and there is a base plate. So simple to install. And we've got these available holes here on the side so we can add other products in the future, or if you have your own custom-made accessories, you can do that as well. So the accessories that are now installed, you've got your depth plate and your base plate. So the depth plate, and it has a grid on the side, millimeters and inches. So this is helpful if you need a consistent set and you're running a production and you set it, push your work right up to the back, and you can just rinse and repeat. Same idea with the base plate. This is helpful. This can move along. Also a 5-inch ruler. And that is now set. So again, if you want to set it at a certain distance, 4-inch distance, there you have it. So these are 2 add-on accessories should you want them. So mounting and safety. So with the press itself, there are 4 screw holes that we've bolted to the table. But you also want to bolt these to your table, particularly if you're doing the forward pulling, you're going to want to bolt that down. So I would suggest that. For the stand itself, there are 2 screw holes. Now, what we provide with the stand are 2 mounting bolts. These are made to go into cement. So you drill your holes, these go into the cement, you've got a very stable stand. Also, there's a leveling screw. So if you're not bolting it down and you're on an uneven surface, this is going to allow you to stabilize the stand itself. And then finally, some maintenance for the press. There are 3 oil ports. So keep it greased up every so often. There's one here on the top, there's one on the underside, and there's one on the ram. So that's our BG 180 convertible hand or foot press.